Hello and welcome back to the channel, everyone. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and today we're going to be trying out this thing called breathing. It actually takes oxygen into your body and filters it through your lungs so it gets into your bloodstream and goes throughout your entire body to keep your muscles working. It's this incredible thing. You should really try it sometime. Alright, so before I go to explain, let's hit the die. Alright, well that's two jazz rolls in a row, so... Sorry. We take those, but... one more time, and... well, you know what's gonna happen. Alright, so we're gonna take the Venture Robe, and I was given a request to do a summons build, which I've already done once, but there's nothing wrong with doing it a second time. Especially since there is essentially a summon for every element, but this is going to be very heavily chaos based, just because of how it works. Now I do want to put an actual elemental, and I might go with the Null Flash Agent, but I would rather go with something else, like... I don't know, I'm kind of thinking, I haven't used it in a while, I kind of want to go with the Shotgun Agent. Yeah, you know what, let's do it. And then, for number 4, we are going to be doing Phantom Brigade. Like I said, it's very heavily chaos-based. But for the Water Pulse agents, I want to make sure that I've got the right books. Now, I could go through this and take the Grimoire of Ruin, but I'm not sure how much I want to cheat this. I think I just want to go and see what happens. See, I am not going to attempt to start anywhere specific. I just want to pick up and go. Thinking about it. I mean, it's more damage. It's more damage, but most of what I have here isn't necessarily doing much in the way of damage per hit. And the idea of my enemies doing extra damage to me when I'm in a slightly more vulnerable state, I don't know. I have my questions. I think if anything, I would want Melting Pot to give myself a little bit of extra defense. So we'll try it a couple of times, and if it takes time... never mind, there it is. And we're off. And... Zeal and Freya with Shu in the middle. Don't think about that too hard. Whew. Today was a very interesting day. It was one of those days that I believe would be described as goddamn hot. Like a very sweaty kind of like, oh my goodness, I am not feeling this kind of day. Okay, I thought I had that planned out, but no, it was a dead end. Because of course it was. I see nothing. I mean, that's kind of summoning, but I don't know. I'm not sure I want that. Why are you still alive? And unfortunately, no Water Pulse Agent upgrade. Do we get anything here that we like? Not really. I'll probably end up taking the Reactive Vine Mail. Well, mages and summoners having their spells limited is kind of nice. But it's nothing that I'm about to lose sleep over if I don't take. Now, we do have the good doctor that we could trade for, but I would end up losing the Water Pulse Agent, so that's just a no bueno. Go, my rogue friends, you can do it. Will you go away already? You know, what? Man, I'm just getting hornswoggled. So it wasn't necessarily a bad day, but I am glad that I can just come home and sit in front of the fan and under the AC and just not have to worry about things for a bit. I mean, yeah, unfortunately I have to be at work tomorrow because, unfortunately, Memorial Day doesn't mean a damn thing for any of the jobs that I've worked. And that includes this one, so I'll be going in tomorrow, not for normal mail delivery, but for just special parcel delivery. Good lord. Yeah, not gonna lie, I find the Phantom Division basic to be pretty awful. Like, I don't know, it doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't do a lot of damage. You see the sort of work I have to put in to give it the same results as a lot of other basics in the game. Go away. Thank you. That would also kind of be the reason why I'm not talking very much. I'm just friggin' tired. And it's not even because of the work in general, it's because I believe the best way to describe how I've been feeling over the last couple of days is like a snowman in July. So hopefully that conveys the overall feeling that I've been feeling the last couple of days. Now, I will say, if you have a decent critical hit build, Phantom Division will probably do a lot more for you at that point, but yeah, it's not great right now. We have 2 Cursed Relics, so there's no reason not to take Cursier's Mask. Just makes our offense that much better. Alright. Oh hey, look at Dark Sage, remembering to take portals. I know, go figure, right? Been playing this game for 4 years, somehow you would think I never knew that portals were a thing. We'll wait for the agents to come back. So, by the way, don't expect to see my... Oh my goodness, I banged my knee on my on my keyboard. What is it? Keyboard stand, I think is the right word. It's not actually a stand, but you get the idea. It's what holds my mouse and keyboard. And to that I say, ouch. Alright, well, there's nothing here that I would really call summoning, but I will upgrade the Water Pulse agents. They now have a much more controlling effect, and I can dig that. That's not a summon. Yes, I am limiting... Hold on, this... Okay, well, my phone is... What the hell? See, this is why I don't usually log into Facebook, because Facebook goes nuts trying to tell me that I need to pay attention to it. Which I have to oftentimes give it a kind reminder of, no, I don't Facebook. I don't have to pay attention to you at all. Shotgun agents. Good job, guys. That is not a summon, so I won't be taking it. And yeah, yes, I know that the person who made that suggestion probably didn't mean I should take nothing but summons. But I'm giving myself a bit of a self-imposed challenge. Only things that could be considered summons. And I don't mean things that the game would consider summons, although that counts as well. I mean things that... I mean things like just very generally things that summon other entities into battle to help me out. So yeah, by that logic, I probably could have taken the Aegis ring, I just didn't. Not horrible, but... Oh, what do we have here? See, this is one instance where the Sparrow Windstone actually is something that I want. So, I'll grab that. It'll help keep people off my nuts. By which of course I mean I have just a stash of cashews that I would like very much to defend from interlopers. And you guys didn't think I meant something obscene, did you? I mean, come on, get real with that. Okay, let's take the stairs. They don't look like stairs. I mean, you know, you must have a very limited idea of what stairs are. In this case, I call it stairs because it's elevating me to another level of the floor. Okay, can we stop? Thank you. I'm getting annoyed. See, the good thing about having all summons is that I have every ability to just keep enemies distracted and away from me, and I am fine with that. Damage, run speed, cooldowns. So it's not a bad idea, but I don't know what my health situation is going to look like. Beautiful. Thank you, my watery friends. So no knockout boulder and bouncing bubble do not count as that summoning something to come to my aid, because in this case it's not Conjuration, it's Invocation that would be being used. No, I do seriously mean just conjuring something to... Yeah, you get the idea. Alright, and yes, I am going to be stupid and upgrade my robe. Alright, and the raspberry cookie box will at least be a temporary help. But Dark Sage, couldn't you just qualify it as conjuring a boulder to help you out? Yes, but it's not another, like, creature. That's the point. Which means, yes, by those rules, technically the wards don't count because it's not a creature. But I still count it because the game counts it as summoning spells, so you know what? Good enough. And of course, you interrupt my casting, so yeah, no more Pulse Agents for me, because that would just make things too reliable. Well, I could grab an Arcana and hand it to you. Increase our chances at getting summons, so If I happen to have a little extra money or some freebies, then definitely. Mercury Sandals is a maybe. I already have kind of increased movement speed through the rope. Unfortunately, none of those are summons either. Once again, you're looking at invoking something. So again, I appreciate the gift, but by the rules of a second present. Huh. Now, that's beautiful, and I would love to be able to take advantage of that, but God, this is the wrong time to be on a special. It's even got the bunny ears! This is definitely the wrong time to be on a special run. Holy crap. Hey, whoever you are who recommended that I do an all summons run, I should fight you. You have made this a nightmare for me with all these presents. No, I'm kidding. No, it's just odd. It's just odd the timing on that. The moment I decide I'm doing a specialized run where I can only take one type of spell, that's when the game decides it wants me to have all the freebies. But I can take some of those freebies. I can take one of those freebies and give it to Nocturne to see if I get anything out of it. Alright, so I grab Ball Lady and we'll give that to Nocturne. Now I'm trying to find the boss room so I can just kind of teleport in between. Oh. It's right here! Who would have ever guessed? Clearly not me. Alright, you gonna offer me anything that summons things? Ward of Stones, yes. And you know, by my own rules, this counts. Now, you might not necessarily agree, but I would say, yeah, it works. Ward of Stones is something that counts as a summon by the game's rules. I personally kind of don't want it, but it's something. The pop-up primer does interact with it. See how infrequent that is? Oh my goodness. It's just so slow! And we have yet to go talk to Iris, so she may also have something interesting. It would be nice if she at least had a ward that increased water damage. Everything else I have is water. Or, you know, she just straight up had another summon. Hey, by my own rules, that counts. I was thinking about that. The game doesn't have a classification for it, but, come on, you know we're summoning Chess Knights. Alright, and with... Alright, there's a part of me that wants to grab this just to see if I have a shot at the Magician's Wand. Which would of course make the Magician's outfit, which would just be a beautiful thing, man. Plus, how often do you get to see a living shade wear a top hat? And you didn't even see that in Death Note. Shinigamis didn't wear top hats. There we go. Actually, those do count as summons. Like, they legit count as summons, so... There you go, I actually conjure 4 of them when I use them because of the pop-up primer. Alright, you can rest assured that I don't really care about that ruby key, but, you know, if nothing else comes to light with it, then I'll go ahead and grab it. Also, I just realized how quickly the Seekers are recharging. Like, seriously, the cooldown on that is almost non-existent. No, nothing here I want, but, you know, thank you for being willing to work in the freezing cold. See, this is kind of important when you're using the Venture Robe. That is not. That's not really. Smooth, me. Alright, well, there's a free health orb down here. No reason not to grab it. Sir, do you have the wand? You are a worthless piece of trash. Alright, well, the ironclad card holder is probably about the best thing I can pick up here on this floor. It's just more health, and that's, you know, when you're using this robe, is definitely a positive effect. Ow! Thank you, shotgun agents. There we go. Much better. I mean, that's pretty useless. Okay, come on, Nox. One last chance to give me something I can actually use, goddammit. Well, you know, Dark Sage, you never tried out the Heart Brooch. Yeah, but am I really okay with a relic that rewards me for being at low health all the time? Plus, I was just saying how important it is to have things, how important it is to be able to have things that actually boost your maximum health when you're using the Adventure Road, so taking the Heart Road would very much be the opposite of that. Go away. There we go. Oh man, I can't take that. That's not a summon. Now, I may have brought this up last time I did a summon-based run, but one of my favorite characters in all of Final Fantasy is actually a summon. Some of you will probably inevitably know who I'm talking about, but in case you don't, in my thumbnails, I frequently use the sprite of a girl with green hair. Well, her name is Raiden, and she is one of my favorite characters in all of Final Fantasy. She hails from Final Fantasy IV, and much like all the characters in Final Fantasy IV, she gets put through the friggin' ringer. Like, to the point where it's, like, unfair when some of the things that she has to deal with at an early age. Including very literally having to grow up too fast. But I can... Oh, hey, look at that. Take that. I can't help it. She is one of my favorite characters in the entirety of the series. I think it's partially because she goes through so much, and partially because she's just a badass. I mean, standing alongside the rest of the heroes, she's dropping nukes, fireballs. And let's not forget, when Tella went to learn the meteor spell, he was only able to cast it on account of his own life. Rydia can just drop that shit like it ain't no thing. And yeah, it takes her a while to cast, but she can do it. She can just drop the meteor spell just whenever. Oh, man. Sure, I'll take a second copy. Alright, so yeah, this top hat was acquired for no reason. And listen to the birds have fun. They know what's up. you guys couldn't tell what was going on there, neither could I. I'm sorry. I have pretty quick reaction times, and at some point even I have to go, yeah, sorry, I got nothing. So, by all rights, this is the run that I win by doing absolutely nothing. Yeah, but you're walking around and, directing things. Yeah, but that's all I'm doing. I'm directing. I'm not actually fighting myself. Everybody else gets to do that for me. And, one of the positives of having a summon build is that it's not too hard to deal with the null flash units. So even though your basic is likely not doing much, you can still get plenty of things to work out. And you can even have a fairy by your side. There we go. Aw, man, I walked right into his beam. I suck. It's alright, guys. Keep shooting. You got it. Oh, wow, I suck. Thing is, summons also last well beyond the boss's vulnerability period, so you can still be doing damage even while they're running around like a dingus. So there we go. Honestly, that run went better than I thought it would. I was beginning to think that this one might not work out so well because, Phantom Division isn't so great. But everything else made up for it in spades, and I am happy with that. So if you're going to try running your own summon build, first of all, remember, be sassy like Rydia, don't let anyone give you any shit. But secondly, maybe like Rydia, be willing to pick up a weapon and do some fighting yourself. I mean, her whip doesn't do much damage, but she can tangle bitches up with that whip and, still get some work done, even if she is the weakest physical fighter in the game. Well, weakest physical fighter, maybe with the exception of Palom and Porum, but Someone else can do the actual math on that. That's not what I'm here about. But on that note, thank you guys very much for watching. I appreciate your continued support and you coming to spend your free time watching my silly shit. Drop me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe, do all that happy stuff, and I will see you in the next one. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I will be seeing you.